Yep. What's up with it, y'all? Man, long live young Dolph, man. R.I.P. the young Dolph, man. This is a sad situation. Especially all the stuff that's going on in Memphis. People killing up each other. It's bloodshed everywhere. We need to take the time out to just pray. Because these young kids is they don't have no guidance. That's the problem. It's no guidance in these young kids' world, right? So the guidance that's in these young kids' world is not the guidance that older people had, because we had older people in our life. Now it's young people raising young kids, the older people dying off, and they don't know their generation, they don't know their history, they don't know their heritage, they don't know nothing. And they think they know everything because, they're young and they just think, young people, when you was young, you thought, oh, my mama can't tell me nothing. She don't know what we doing out here. But it's not true. Grown people do know what's going on out here. And as you get older, you get wiser. And you know what I mean? That's what the problem is. People don't realize how stupid we is. I ain't gonna say me, but people. People don't realize how stupid they are because they learn that and their functionings don't work. Most of these kids functioning still don't work. Your functionings don't start working until you get a certain age. You know what I'm saying? You don't know your history. You don't know your genetics. You don't even want no genetics. You're killing your genetics. You're killing them. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I want to say is, I seen something on about the baby killers and the baby stealers and all that, right? So they said this baby came up missing and they got this boy charged, but I got a conspiracy with that. My conspiracy is, okay, the girl said she was taking the baby to the hospital. Okay, when I looked at the history of Memphis, they steal kids out there and they do it in the hospital and everything else. So it's mighty funny that this little boy killed the girl, no witness. Now he's in jail. They probably told him, you better not say nothing. And the little girl is supposed to be got, put in some water. I'm not going to say the word because it's just too hurtful for me. But it's so tragic, right? But on the other hand, what if they snatch the baby and they finna get his baby to somebody else? So let's watch and see if a famous person get a baby. But back on Young Dolph, R.I.P. to Young Dolph. Let's take a moment of silence, actually 2 moments of silence for the little girl and her mother. I just want to say that too. So here we go.
Well, shooting in Canarsie has claimed the life of an up-and-coming Brooklyn rapper. Police say Tajay Dobson, better known as T. Wu, was killed in a drive-by shooting Tuesday afternoon. Just before he died, he struck a deal with music label $1 Million Music. The label described T. as a rising star and noted his influence in drill music. The artist was friends with late rapper Pop Smoke. Police have not yet made any arrests.
Well, the senseless murder of rising rap star Young Dolph sent shockwaves through the hip-hop community.
All right, in this week's episode of Street Soldiers, Lisa Everts takes a closer look at the legacy Young Dolph leaves.
Not only did it send shockwaves, it's still sending shockwaves. And he hunting everything and everybody until y'all figure out who done this to him. But he's done so many good things for the community, and this is one of them.
Behind, here's Lisa's preview.
Hip-hop artist Young Dolph was at a unique place in his music career and personal life when he was gunned down in Memphis in 2021. A beloved figure in the community, his murder shocked the city and stunned fans around the world. As his friends and family continue his...
So before we go on to this, I just want to say, this all started on November the 5th, right? When Key Glock, he posted a picture of his car in 3D in New York. And he posted it and he told Soulja Boy, he the first one that did this. And Soulja Boy got back on the internet saying, nah, you ain't the first one did it. I did that on my birthday. You could see that. I had a billboard of it, right? that's how this started. It all started out by somebody cloud chasing. It actually sounds like the boy actually was a fan of Soulja Boy's and was just giving him some credit and just was saying, man, look at me now. Look what I'm doing now. You know, it wasn't even a big thing that turned into a big thing, but it did. So then Soulja Boy said he was going to put $100,000 on Young Dolph's head. The next thing I know, Young Dolph is at this cookie place, which I ain't going to say the name of it because I don't want to give them people no clout at all, period. I wish we didn't have to talk about it. But the fact is, he did go there. And people think that it was set up. And some people think that he had some type of businesses going on with these people. But now I'm going to let y'all see this. I'm not going to talk about that no more because I want to let y'all see how he helped the community. So it does seem like he would be helping somebody.
Legacy, the pursuit of justice is moving forward with unusual speed. 36-year-old Adolph Thornton Jr., better known as hip-hop artist Young Dolph, was much more than a famous local rapper. In Memphis, he was a relatable success story, motivating school kids and supporting local businesses. He was buying a treat for his grandmother at Makita's homemade butter cookies when he was shot and killed on November 17th.
Okay, so now that's a whole nother story. They say he was buying treats for his grandmother now. First they said it was his mama. They need to make their stories need to, let me let y'all hear that again.
Businesses. He was buying a treat for his grandmother at Makita's homemade butter cookies when he was shot and killed on November 17th, 2021.
I think we have to understand that Young Dolph was supporting the community. You know, he lived it, he breathed it, he talked it, he walked it. He really was out there.
Dolph's finances were on the upswing in a big way. His Paper Route Empire record label was shaping up to be an influential powerhouse. He handpicked the artists and mentored them to make them millionaires. Brick Wolfpack is one of them.
We're devastated. We never would have thought anything like this could happen, you know. Just grieving on him. Everybody's devastated, you know. We're just trying to pick up his legacy where he left it. And just make sure it lives on forever.
Less than 2 months after his death, 23-year-old Justin Johnson and
we'll love you forever. 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 R.I.P. to Young Dolph. Long live Young Dolph, man. We ain't going to say R.I.P. to him no more. We're going to say R.I.L. Rest in love, man. Because we love you. We love you. We love you forever.
32-year-old Cornelia Smith were charged with his murder. A third man was also arrested. They were on the run until U.S. Marshals launched.
Some people think that, I hate to keep stopping on y'all, but some people think that that's not even the right killer. Just to stop right here. Some people think that ain't even the right killer that they got. They don't think that's the right suspect. But here I go.
A nationwide manhunt. A $15,000 reward got the streets talking, and more than 500 tips flooded in, leading to their capture.
When we look at incidents such as the death of Young Dolph, we had these tips come in, and they were essential in capturing the suspects who have currently been charged.
People in the community have to.
He said essential means important for you people that don't know. It was really important. And see, what he really talking about, without giving the credit, is the internet people. You know what I'm saying? The internet helped them people, whether they want to give the people on the internet credit or not. I don't care what they say.
Stand up and have to make it clear that this is no longer cool. You know, whoever helped those guys that killed Dolph get away and stuff, nah, man, we can't be about that.
Brick Wolfpack says Young Dolph changed his life forever.
To show other people, you know, y'all could do it. We're all coming from the same place. If I could do it, they could do it. And that's one thing that Dolph always taught us. At the end of the day, nobody's better than anybody. Everybody has the same 24 hours in a day. It's all up to you how you're going to impact others' lives.
Dolph's artists had put out a compilation album in his honor. We take a closer look at this unusual case from the music side and law enforcement on the next episode of Street Soldiers, Friday night, right after the 10 o'clock news.
So you feel me, y'all?
Risks are in simply.
Do y'all feel me? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all feel me though? You know what I'm saying? They got all this stuff out. They talking about everything on the internet. It's a whole movie. You know what I'm saying? Also, they saying that his wife, she done started something with the NAACP. You know what I'm saying? I'm part of the NAACP myself. But yeah, I didn't do nothing, but I threw we threw concerts and events in the Black community for Black kids, and we had a thing where we would take them to Vegas, and they would win a prize there. So that's what I was working with on them. It was all about entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So on that note, what else y'all want to talk about? They came out with a compilation. I said a confirmation. They came out with a compilation. They say Black Youngster and Yo Gotti had something to do with it, you know, allegedly. They saying that the cookie place has something to do with it, allegedly. You know, they saying a lot of stuff. But yeah. But ain't that crazy about that baby though? That right there, you know, a lot of things, and the girl Kia Moore, they talking about her too. Here she go. That's a commercial. We ain't dealing with them. But I just wanted to show y'all, you know, and actually I'm glad I found this channel because I'm gonna be able to get a chance to show y'all about how they had they be stealing kids out there.
It's been a lot. The past 3 weeks has been a lot. I've had to endure false accusations, people making up complete lies.
You know what? My biggest thing with these people is, my biggest thing with this Dr. Kia Moore, or Kia Moore, I'm not going to call her a doctor. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to call her Dr. Scammer Moore because she seemed like she's scamming allegedly. But anyway, with all them GoFundMes and everything else, you know what I mean? But what I really wanted to say about that is, here it go right here. What I really wanted to say about that is, you know, people are talking about how hurt they are and how this is what I really can't understand to save my whole entire day, which my day is going to be all right because I'm just praying every day that God have my back. You know what I mean? But what I really want to say the most and the very most is that it really concerns me with these people mental problems because they really got one. Because they talk about how hurt they are behind somebody else. Imagine how hurt young Dolph kids are. Imagine how hurt Mia J is. I'm not gonna call her his wife because she wasn't his wife, but she was his life partner for 10 years. So how hurt is she? And nobody's talking about that. How hurt could they be? They lost their whole daddy and their whole everything that they was looking forward to in life. They lost that. So while these people talking about how hurt they are because they got a little, you know, rumor going on about them, because they say God made dirt and dirt don't hurt. Y'all believe in God in so much. They say God made dirt and dirt don't hurt. And they all said sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. This man got sticks and stones and gunned down, and y'all sitting up there talking about the name gonna hurt y'all. That's what I'm dealing with. Anyway, I want y'all to see this thing about how
some of these creative photos, man, how artistic we are. Man, salute to Young Dolph.
Yeah, they did a tribute to Young Dolph in Atlanta, and you know, that was it. They had all the kids out there drawing and all that. That's not what I want to show y'all though. This is what I want to show y'all. Here we go, right here. This is exactly it. So, y'all, they said the baby came up missing, right? So I just wanted to show y'all this because I thought this was very interesting.
Oh, man, King.
Oh, no. I just turned this all the way out where I wanted it to go. And that damn thing just going to turn itself back to where it wanted to go. Okay? Who does that? So, okay, there it go right there. Where I want to take y'all. Why are you doing that? It did it again. I ain't asked it to do that. Okay. Go ahead.
Home Society, a society which, on the surface, was doing the Lord's work, finding homes for orphaned children. In reality, it worked as a cover for Tan to funnel children into her care, only for her to turn around and sell them on the black market for extreme profit. In the nearly 30 years Tan and the society were in operation, she managed to kidnap and sell an estimated 5,000 babies. These weren't orphaned children placed under her care. They were stolen right from under their parents' noses. How? How could anyone get away with kidnapping and selling children for nearly 30 years right here in America? She did it with help from friends in high places. She took children who came from poor families, for the simple reason that poor families at the time didn't have the necessary resources.
Did y'all understand what he said? In high places. All the higher-ups allegedly of Tennessee been corrupt on that pipeline since day one. Yeah.
Okay, shout out to Mr. Petty. I got this from his channel, but I actually went to go see the whole movie. And the movie is a trip. It will tell you a lot of stuff, but it don't really tell you all the stuff, but it do tell you a little bit about this. So this is the lady right here who did all this.
Out-of-state couples, charging a $5,000 premium on out-of-state adoptions. Almost 90% of her sales, which in this context, sales is a truly disgusting word, went to wealthy couples in New York and Los Angeles who could afford the steep pricing of Tan services, including actress Joan Crawford, who adopted her twin daughters from Tan. It should be noted none of the adoptive parents had any chance to suspect what they were doing was wrong.
Do y'all know who Joan Crawford is? Y'all gotta understand, gang.
Its face, Tan's operation was a legitimate adoption agency.
Y'all see what I'm saying, y'all? So like I said, when I was talking about the kid earlier that just came up missing, all of a sudden, 2 days old, it sounds familiar. Now, just keep on listening to this. People like Joan Crawford and everybody that did this. I'm talking about, where they say these babies, people be pregnant, and then all of a sudden they get a baby, or you see, are they adopting a baby? All of a sudden they get an adoption. It might be this going on.
Of course, simply adopting a baby and then never having questions about where that child came from isn't possible. But if the adoptive parents ever questioned Tan about issues that arose, things like missing birth certificates or clearly falsified medical histories, Tan had an answer. If the new parents ever had any suspicion that anything fishy was going on, Tan would threaten them with legal action through one of her major accomplices, family court judge.
So remember I said, and they worked with judges.
Judge Kelly used her position of power.
And they worked with judges. So what I'm saying is, when I said the people probably got the boy in jail, threatening him with something, saying he better not say nothing or else they probably gonna do something to whoever and whatever and whatever. But anyway.
Or to sanction Tan's activities and threaten the adoptive
family.
The judge telling them they were complicit. Needless to say, this blackmail coming from the U.S. judicial system itself made a lot of folks go quiet. Tan was so powerful and wealthy, so highly regarded as a steward of ridding adoption of his negative stigma at the time, and so well connected, no accusations or rumblings of misconduct ever stuck. The story is so insane that it's hard to even frame.
Now, so I know y'all thought I was crazy earlier when I was saying That's strange how the baby, 2 days old, came up missing. But they can't find the baby. It's too cold to find the baby. But they found the gun. And this boy then admitted what he did. Really? What did they do to make this boy admit this? You know what I'm saying? So it's always a conspiracy behind a conspiracy. And this took, for 1 day or 2 days, the attention off young Dolph.
Or tell it in a way that makes any sense whatsoever. But it's completely real. It happened, and it affected thousands of lives.
She said that the story is so unreal.
It happened, and it affected thousands of lives right here in America. To make it even more insane and unbelievable, one of those children that Dan and her agency kidnapped and sold to unsuspecting adoptive parents was professional wrestling legend, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. And in the end,
So y'all, I just wanted y'all to understand that, because, you know, it's really crazy. And then look at her hand symbol. Kia Moore, look at her hand symbol. She got a hand symbol for you, right? She doing hers with them nails. So tomorrow, young Dolph and them is in court. You know what I'm saying? And they saying Jay-Z and discuss incident with Suge Knight in LA in 2000. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of stuff on the internet going on. But tomorrow is the big day in court. What? Oh. He ain't missing. He back. Tomorrow is the big day in court. And it's a bombshell, like they say. And so we about to see if these people gonna have an attorney or they not. And y'all also about to see if somebody's singing or not. You gonna see all that. You know what I'm saying? Yup. That's what's going on out here. You know what I mean? And yeah. It's opening up a lot of doors around here. Yeah. It's going down around here. Huh. Yeah, it is. So we finna get it cracking. And I just wanted y'all to know tomorrow is the big day. It's a lot of corruption going on out here. You feel me? And let's keep it clear. There's a lot of corruption going on out here. And that's what it do. But we ain't gonna even talk about that, because I'm just talking to you. And we are live and we about to get off this thing. I'm fin to go to sleep so I can get up tomorrow and watch the court. You feel me? This was them last time when they went to court.
Toast is toast without.
This is the last court day right here. These commercials get on my nerves, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you ain't getting paid for them. Okay.
Memphis rapper Young Dolph will soon have their day in court on murder charges. That case is moving forward as police continue their investigation. Thanks for joining us on the News at 5. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
And I'm Greg Hurst. Johnson Johnson and Cornelius Smith are set to be arraigned Wednesday. Johnson was arrested by U.S. Marshals in Indiana after spending weeks avoiding arrest. Smith was already in jail facing a list of other violent charges.
WREG's Shay Arthur is live tonight with what's next in the case. Shay?
Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Greg. As you well know, this is a case so many are following so closely. Those men were set to appear before a judge today, but it was pushed until tomorrow. Tonight, they're here in 201 Poplar with no bond. In less than 24 hours, Justin Johnson, also known as rapper Straight Drop, and Cornelius Smith are set to appear before a judge after a grand jury indicted them for the murder of Memphis rapper Young Dolph.
We're going to do everything we can to pursue justice for these victims, just like we do all day, every day.
Both men have recently appeared in court on separate charges.
And records show both men have been in trouble before. In 2011, Smith was convicted of attempted aggravated robbery. He was sentenced to 3 years in prison. In 2018, he was charged with aggravated kidnapping in a domestic violence case, but a grand jury did not indict him. Justin Johnson's rap sheet is a bit longer. Take a look. The district attorney's office tells us he was placed on the Violent Juvenile Sex Offender Registry in 2015 at age 17. In 2017, he shot into an East Memphis bowling alley with an assault rifle, injuring multiple people. He was arrested 10 days later and held on a $250,000 bond. In May of 2017, Johnson pleaded guilty to 3 counts of aggravated assault and sentenced to 5 years in prison. But after serving only 9 months, a judge granted him probation. In May of 2018, he was arrested again, this time on gun and marijuana charges, then released on a $7,500 bond set by a judge. Prosecutors filed a petition to revoke his probation, and he was rearrested a week later. Days later, Johnson was released on a new $15,000 bond. 2 months later, the feds took over Johnson's state gun case. He was federally indicted and convicted in February 2019 and served a little more than 2 years in federal prison before he was released in May of 2021 for good behavior by the Federal Bureau of Prisons. Then, months later, he's accused of killing young Dolph. We asked District Attorney Amy Wyrick about his history today.
What has to happen is the legislature needs to get serious about these are what these laws mean in the state of Tennessee. And if you break this law, here's what it means in terms of accountability and what sentence you're going to do. The offenders deserve that clarity. The victims of crime deserve that clarity.
Again, Stephanie Gregg, those 2 men here in jail tonight. No bond has been set. We're live downtown tonight. Shay Arthur, WREG, News Channel 3.
All right, thank you, Shay. And a third.
So, while this is happening, it's been a police house shot up. It's been a judge being ran over. We done found somebody in a suitcase. Another rapper then got shot. Regina King's son then committed suicide, RIP. Somebody killed, allegedly, somebody killed their 2-year-old daughter, which I think they took that baby and gonna sell it to somebody who is rich and they want to adopt a kid. They killed the girl. They shot her to death in the car. And the little boy is gone to jail and got a 10-year-old son. Young Dolph's sons and daughter is left to mourn, and Mia J is left, and their whole record company is left to mourn over young Dolph. And then they say JJ, which is Justin Johnson, they say he got all these charges, but they kept letting him out of jail. And this other dude, they say he stole a car, and they don't have no surveillance of it, nothing, but he stole a car 5 days or 10, what was it, 10 days before young Dolph got killed. So, or 7 days before young Dolph got killed. I think they said he stole it on the 10th, and young Dolph got killed on the 17th. That's a long time to have a stolen car to be riding around too. That's kind of suspicious, right? It's kind of weird. But anyway, so all these things is going on. And they say Key Glock album released on November 17th. So then they said that his mama and daddy went to, then they said the daddy said, young Dolph, stay with me, stay with me. They said young Dolph got shot inside the store. Then they said he wanted strawberry and lemon cookies. Then they said he wanted chocolate chip and vanilla ice cream. So everything has just been so many different stories. You know, Kia Moore said one story. Project Pack said one story. And the girl said one story, and the other daughter, whatever her name is, allegedly said a story. And then, you know, the mama told a whole nother story. It's just too many stories going around for me, and they all ain't matching up. None of them. Ain't none of them matching up at all. That's what I do want to say. But I wanted to show y'all something before we get off this thing, man. What does lemon mean in biblical language? The lemon tree is a sign of hope for a long and lasting life that are to expect a Christian after our death in life and our desires in life and to live as with the Christian. Okay, the symbolism. The biblical meaning of lemon is a very interesting biblical term. Lemons are associated with a hope, with wealthiness, fruitiness, perfection, and abundance in the upcoming. Okay? Now, so lemon means you're going to get money. That's what lemon means. It means a tree of money, of wealth. Okay? Now, we're going to read. What does strawberry mean in the biblical language? Tell me.
According to Argus Leader, strawberries have been associated with goodness and purity in Christian history. The strawberry was once a symbol of the Virgin Mary.
Tell me what the biblical language of lemon means. I wanted her to read it to y'all, but it won't read it. Biblical meaning of lemon is in my dream. What does the lemon symbol? Okay, it says, this is orange. I ain't asked about my orange. I said lemon. In biblical language, can you please tell me what the lemon means? Biblical meaning of lemon is in a dream. Okay. If I have been trying to get medication for your illness, okay, that's not it. It's not coming up what I'm looking for. Let me see. Oh, that's because I asked the wrong question. You didn't read it. In the biblical language, what does lemon mean? It ain't coming up, y'all. It's stuff coming up about medicine. Yeah. It's something coming up about medicine, but the first one is similar to what I read before. And yeah. Yeah, it ain't coming up. So anyway, y'all, tomorrow's a big day. It's about to go down with Justin Johnson and Cornelia Smith. And it's pre. You know what I mean? It's pre. And that's all it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And before we go, if y'all ain't seen this, we're gonna go leave off of this.
You can't be great at everything.
It's crazy, y'all. I know y'all feeling me. They thought we wasn't gonna be talking about young Dolph no more. Nah, we gonna be talking about him.
Investigation into the killing of young Dolph, the promising rapper and father of two. Just hours ago, authorities arrested a suspect, and we learned a second man, already in custody, has been indicted on murder charges. The news comes 2 months after young Dolph's violent death. Here's Nightline's Ashin Singh.
In many ways, Memphis is Music City. It's rock and roll, and it's the blues. It's gospel, jazz, and soul, too. It's a city that's fostered so many music dreams. It's here that a young rapper, Adolph Thornton Jr., had his own dreams. It all came to a tragic, heartbreaking end just 2 months ago.
Young Dolph has been shot dead in Memphis.
Gunned down while buying cookies at his favorite local bakery in Memphis. One of the alleged killers posting on social media while on the run for nearly a week. Captured today by U.S. Marshals. The 36-year-old rapper's murder. Another in a seemingly endless series of hip-hop artists struck down in the prime of their lives by senseless violence.
Rappers becoming endangered species because if you look at the press and the news, every time you see somebody, someone's getting stabbed or someone's getting robbed or shot or killed.
It's a pattern former NYPD detective Derek Parker knows all too well. He spent his career investigating the deaths of rap artists, working on two of the most infamous unsolved murders of all time, Tupac and the notorious B.I.G.
Is violence endemic in hip hop, in your opinion?
Yes.
Young Dolph was an independent artist whose calling card was his authenticity and unique voice, rising to prominence in 2014 with his hits like Preach.
My trap house, I love it. Put some Folgers on my old school and I had to cut it.
And a collaboration with OT Genesis on the multi-platinum hit, Cut It.
Cut it, cut it.
Who was he as an artist?
He was a storyteller of the streets. He was a storyteller of the issues that was happening in society.
Like many before him, young Dolph was far too familiar with the violence that often surrounds the hip-hop industry, surviving 2 shootings in 2017 and releasing his album Bulletproof
100 shots.
with the track 100 Shots, inspired by the incidents.
100 drops.
Last November, young Dolph was in Makita's Cookies, one of his favorite bakeries in Memphis that he had just visited the week before.
What you got? Chocolate chip, don't hide.
In broad daylight, police say 2 armed men fired into the store multiple times before fleeing the scene.
He's known worldwide, so this is a big blow to this community.
His death sending shockwaves through the rap community. Tributes pouring in on social media from his fellow artists, like Rick Ross, Chance the Rapper, Gucci Mane. Megan Thee Stallion writing, "Rest in peace to my friend, a true legend, Dolph." Nowhere was the rapper more celebrated than his Memphis community, and Dolph loved them back.
Sometimes people make...
So you see what I'm saying? This man was really loved, but he also was really hated by a lot of people in the industry because they was mad on the way this man was moving, man. He had a lot of things going on that they didn't even appreciate at all, man.
And you don't ever see him again. They don't ever give back. But he blew all that out the water, supporting his high school, supporting the community, giving away turkeys and food and clothes.
Continue to pray for me, but really, let's do our jobs as parents.
Just months prior, his partner and the mother of his 2 kids, Mia Jardine, started the Black Men Deserve to Grow Old campaign in honor of her brother who was shot and killed.
We gotta do better. We gotta do right by these kids and just teach them that death ain't the way. It's so many other types of ways, so many different types of solutions. So
Pleading for change on a video posted to YouTube. Unaware, young Dolph would meet the same fate.
Every day.
Even though that video was after young Dolph got killed, when she made that, excuse me. Even though young Dolph was already deceased when she made that video, it's just sad. She looks really sad too. Like, and there's people actually on the internet accusing her. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly.
I have to pass by that site where young Dolph was murdered every day to drop my own kids off to school. And right above that site, you see the billboard, young black men deserve to grow old. And it's just such a poignant moment.
Police released these photos of the suspected shooters, later identified as 32-year-old Cornelius Smith and Justin Johnson, a 23-year-old rapper who goes by the stage name Straight Drop. Memphis police issued a first-degree murder warrant for Johnson last week in connection with young Dolph's death. And over the weekend, a now-deleted Instagram account that police say belonged to Johnson posted the message, "Turning myself in Monday at 2:01, a reference to the men's prison in downtown Memphis, adding, "I'm innocent. I'll be back sooner than you can blink." But the 23-year-old never showed up. Instead, the same day he was supposed to turn himself in, he released this music video for a song called Track Hawk. With lyrics seemingly calling more attention to the case. Today, Johnson was captured by U.S. Marshals in Indiana, 55 days after the shooting. And authorities also announced that Smith, the other suspect, had been arrested last month for vehicle theft in relation to the shooting. Today, he was indicted on first-degree murder charges.
So y'all see what I'm saying? What's going on out here? Y'all see what's going on out here now? Okay.
Authorities have yet to release any information on a possible motive.
They'll get to the bottom of all of that, and because I think the public really wants to know why this guy got killed like that.
Young Dolph's life, his generosity, his community spirit, and untimely.
They took his kindness for weakness. And like I said in my other, y'all got to go look at it. Like I said in my other video, they wanted to be a part of something that they couldn't be part of. And they was mad. They got jealous. They started hating. They got envious. And then they shot him.
Death, are reminiscent of the 2019 murder of another beloved rapper, Nipsey Hussle.
He was a neighborhood prince. He brought a lot of hope and change to the community.
Since Nipsey's death, the hip-hop community has been reeling from a steady stream of loss. Pop Smoke, King Von, and most recently, Draco the Ruler.
So I want to just take a moment out of silence for all of them, because I have an interesting story for all of that. First of all, it all's kind of the same. Because first of all, young Dolph was at the marathon before his demise. And Nipsey got killed at the marathon. That's too much of a coincidence for me. King Von got killed on the 5th of November, which that's the day that Key Glock and what's his name? You know his name, the boy. Him. That's the day they had an argument and started all this drama. On the 10th was the day the car got stolen. But on the 11th of the year, Mo 3 got killed on the 11th. So all these dates that's happening in November. Then this boy get killed in November, and this boy get killed in November. But young Dolph got killed. I think Nipsey got killed in March. If I'm thinking.
The list could keep going on and on, unfortunately. But to look at these individuals' lives that mattered, that can help advance the story and really get community.
They don't want the story to be advanced. Why would they want the story to be advanced? They never wanted us to have nothing. Do y'all know that if y'all go to if y'all take y'all African American history class, excuse me, And y'all would know that we have one black owned country, which is Haiti. And back in slavery days, they said, you know, they was trying to take it. But we did everything in our power, black people, to keep that state. That's why they always attacking Haiti. And they told Haiti, they'll never, ever, we'll never, because that's our curse. That's our curse. White people hate us because of that. And that ain't the reason why slavery started, but that's a big, big part. They threatened us years ago, ages ago. And they told them people, if they kept Haiti and kept wanting to be free like the people in Haiti, that they was going, black people would never be free. And that was, they stamped that. So they have a generationals of hate for us people. So they don't mean no good for us. They don't want to see us having nothing.
And activists and elected officials to really asking the questions of why this has happened, and listen to the music. Listen to what they're saying in the streets.
It's a sentiment that runs strong among the OGs in the industry, like Snoop.
But I want to say something. To put this energy in the air while we talking about energies and all that and everything being in the air. I want to put this in the air. God gave us 400 years. Now 400 years is up. It's our time. And that's why all this is happening. They want us to kill up each other because it's our time to be leaders. Wake up.
Snoop Dogg. Following Draco the Ruler's fatal stabbing last month at a Los Angeles music festival, Snoop called for peace, writing on Instagram, "I'm not with anything negative. Please take care, love one another, and stay safe, y'all." But the calls for peace have to be met by action, and law enforcement has struggled to solve the torrents of cases in the community.
I try to say the reason that it's violent is because of the things that go on within it. The gangs again, the diss records, the beefs, and the power to be on top. Everybody wants to be on top. Everybody wants to be big.
Do you expect to see more violence?
I definitely see more violence because the way things are going in this industry and these rappers coming up the way they are, I do see it, yes.
Just to eat.
Well, I think if young people that's looking, all you young people that just happen to come across this YouTube, wake up, man. Y'all, it's our time. Y'all the leaders. And if y'all keep killing up each other, y'all not gonna have nothing to lead. That's what they want y'all to do, man.
Easy to put it on hip hop, to put it just on hip hop, just isn't fair to the genre. It isn't fair to the community of hip hop. It's not fair to the pioneers of hip hop. It's just a product of our society, which is America.
While many questions still surround Young Dolph's death, his friends say it's important to remember him for who he was while he was here.
I wonder, did he know how much he was loved? I feel like he's a classic case of, did we not give him his flowers while he was here with us? And I think that's also a lesson to be learned, is that we always need to make sure we give the flowers to those who are still living and to show our appreciation.
His lasting legacy in the flesh, Dolph's young son, promising to do right by his father.
He trained me to be a good man when I grow up. Now I'm gonna make it up to the whole world, and I'm gonna be the greatest person you will ever know.
Our thanks to Ashen.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here.
So, you know, that was such a great, that just touched my heart to see that little boy say that. Let's go back to it one more time, man. He was that touched.
He trained me to be a good man when I grow up. Now I'm gonna make it up to the whole world, and I'm gonna be the greatest person you will ever know.
I'm gonna make it up to the whole world, and I'm gonna be the greatest person you ever know. I'm gonna be the greatest person you ever know. I'm gonna make it up to the world. I'm gonna be a leader. I'm going to be the greatest person you ever know. I'm going to be the greatest person you ever know. That's what you little kids should be telling yourself and encouraging yourself and learning about this history that's out here. Because in a minute, they're going to erase it and y'all not going to know about y'all own heritage. Genocide, man. It's genocide. You feel me?
This can't be right.
You feel me, y'all? Gotta wake up. It's time to wake up, man. There's a lot of these people out here that did great things. They're not here to really.
Are graphic and might be disturbing to some viewers. While the images have been available across the internet, they have not been seen nationally in their entirety on.
Actors are forced to answer.
You want the world to see.
Read that to George. You're great like your own. On July 6, 2016, outside St. Paul, Minnesota, officers pulled over 32-year-old Philando Castile on a routine traffic stop.
I do that little firearm. Okay. Don't reach for it, then. Don't pull it out. Don't pull it out.
Stay with me. We got pulled over for a busted tail light in the back. And the police he's covered. He ain't killed my boyfriend.
Just 40 seconds after the last shot was fired, her 4-year-old daughter in the back seat, Castile's girlfriend, Diamond Reynolds, began streaming video.
Man, that's too graphic, but that's how they've been doing this, man, for years. It's just the new way to lynch us. They making ourselves lynch each other, man. So, I think I showed y'all too much, and yeah, I'm ready to get up off here. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. We're gonna talk about it. Can't help but talk about it because we're gonna be about it because we can't help that because you know if you knew better, you'll do better, man. This game is this stuff is real, and y'all better wake up because y'all doing this to y'allself, killing up each other and everything, and then making all this violent videos and violent this and violent that. Everything is all about violence. No peace, no restitution or resolution or illusion. I'm gone. I'm out. Bye.